Assalamu alaikum. My name is Nadeem Mogul, and I'm making this very small presentation to share details about some of the writing projects that I'm working on, and I would like to get some help. So, with that, let's go ahead and get started. The topic is presenting courses, books, and blogs for students, managers, and business owners. So, a little bit about me. I'm originally from Pakistan. I've lived in Hyderabad and Karachi. I did my undergrad in engineering from NED University in Karachi. Then I came to the US and I did my graduate degrees from USA. I've worked for more than 20 years, and for 10 years I have done business development and support. So I believe I've got a lot of information, a lot of insight in these areas, and I would love to have an opportunity to share my knowledge and my information with others so they could hopefully, inshallah, benefit from my expertise in these areas. So, I'm going to be launching pretty soon these two websites, newbusinessadvisors.com and tothegraduate.com. And New Business Advisors, as the name suggests, is about business, about starting a business, and about growing a business. Whereas TheGraduate.com is focused primarily on graduates who are coming out of school, who are looking around for options, for some help, for some support in terms of finding a job and getting mentorship. So this website is geared towards that. So the topics that I'm going to be covering in my presentations would be very quickly. I'll read through the list. Number one, life lessons, critical reminders for a successful life. Number two, ethical ethos, leading a life of integrity. Number three, framework for success, a graduate's guide to distinction in work and life. Number four, lessons from the ashes, detailed review of epic business failures. Number five, the anatomy of project failure, a comprehensive guide to root cause analysis. Number six, beyond the drawing board, a roadmap for product development, design and development. Number seven, traits of a leader, developing a personal blueprint for success. And number eight, from ideas to greatness, ultimate blueprint for your startup journey. As you can well see, all of these topics pertain to my areas of specialization. In Alhamdulillah, throughout my career, I've been able to work in for many different companies, and I've developed expertise in these areas. So my ambition is to also create these blogs, life lessons similar to what I just talked about in the previous slide, critical reminders for a successful life, ethical ethos, leading a life of integrity, and support system for the graduate. And all of these will end up either as blog entries or as online courses. I've already created many of these courses, and I'm working very aggressively on doing the rest of them. Some of the courses which I've done are 7 stages of customer journey, introduction to crisis management, 20 reasons why customers return your products, and what's holding you back from exponential growth. Other courses which are all related to a startup of a business, the customer insight, product viability, operational efficiency, supplier and partner support, how to develop the right partnership with your suppliers and with your partners, and the strength of the executive team. And then for the graduates, I've got these 7 sections. We don't have to read through the whole list, but as you can just see, the expanse of what I'm offering. Section 2 is about, let's go back to section 1, it's about skill assessment for a graduate. Section 2 is about the mental framework, how to develop, how to position yourself mentally to be ready to take on all the challenges that might come, that might be ahead of you. Number three, section three is looking for that perfect job where we provide support in making your resume, your online portfolio, targeting the right companies and industries to help you hopefully find the best job for you. And then if you want to stay in school and pursue an advanced degree, then section 4 is related to that. Section 5 is when you are able to find a job, then what are the things you really have to be really good at, and hopefully these are the areas that once we develop expertise in, then these graduates will be successful for the rest of their career. Section 6 is entrepreneurial journey if you want to start a business for yourself. Section 6 has got all these topics which are related to that. And finally, Section 7 is about your personal goals and about your moral compass. As you can hopefully see and appreciate, a very wide range of topics, and we really, rather than just covering them very superficially, we want to go very, very detailed, very deep into helping you and develop a very detailed and thorough understanding on these topics. So, what are some of my motivations? Where I need help. Let's talk about those. So each course that I've mentioned in the previous slides, each course will have five main areas. Roughly speaking, it could be anywhere from five to seven main areas, and each area has got four to five sub areas. So as you can do the very quick math, each course will take about anywhere from at the minimum of maybe around 20 sub areas it to maybe 35 to 40 sub areas. Each sub area is roughly about maybe 8 to 10 minutes of speech, which is online presentation and running through a presentation on the screen or just looking at the camera and speaking, which is about 1,000 to 1,200 words. So we need writers. We need writers to help us write the scripts. Since we have got a lot of work that we are inshallah planning on doing with Allah's help and support, so hopefully if you are able to find good writers who could join our team and so help us expedite the whole process, that's exactly what we are hopefully trying to achieve with this short presentation. So what will be provided to all the writers? Of course, all the research that we have, all the background that that we have got, we'll use that to provide a very detailed overview of each topic that we'll ask you to write on, and then a rough outline for every sub area that we'll ask you to write on, and then the bullet list of what must be covered, what needs to be covered, and we'll expect you to take the bullet list and just sort of write long form essays, perfectly written essays. And if the topic requires any additional research, we'll provide you with the links just for you to understand the topic as much as possible. So then you become an expert in being able to write on this topic. For example, if we are talking about product development, the whole life cycle of product development, if that's the topic, so we'll probably have got 40 to 50 different subtopics within that broader area. So we'll give you all the research material that you would need, which is sort of relevant for this topic. Okay, so we really hope that beyond what we are providing you, you would not have to do any further research, and whatever questions you might have, they'll be addressed in the link or in the instructions that we'll be providing you. So in return, after you receive all our information, all the material, we'll expect you to be able to turn it around and give us back very well written, well argued, well reasoned, grammatically perfect essays. So when someone reads them, they not only develop a full detailed understanding of the topic, but they also get a complete picture of it and not an incomplete picture. That also means that within the essays itself, we don't have conflicts. That in paragraph one, we are talking that A is bigger than B. In the next paragraph, we are saying B is bigger than A. There cannot be any conflicts like that. So it must be well reasoned and a complete essay. So that's one thing that will be expected, and of course we would expect you to turn it around and whatever time we agree on, to be able to please deliver on time and give it back to us. So we are trying to build a team. With this presentation, we are hoping that we'll be able to get support from the right players, so we'll be able to build a team. First of all, we want one senior lead, which could be hopefully a professor or a teacher or someone who's got good experience with writing. Um, and this person will receive the new work that's coming to the team, assign the work to the writers, and then review the finished work. When the writers complete the work and they're ready to submit it, we want the senior person to be able to look at the work, review it, and send it back if there are any comments, any revisions to be made. And then maybe if they have time, they can do some writing also. And then once the work is done, for them to be upload the work, and we just call it change the status to from incomplete to complete and call it finished. So we're looking for a senior lead writer, and we're looking for two additional writers who will just write the essays as requested, and they should maintain the highest standards, and they should, as we said earlier, complete the assignments on time. So the benefits, what are the benefits of why would anybody want to join our team? We of course we offer a good pay for quality work. We give you not just the pay, which is good, but then again, at the same time, if you look at the topics that we covered earlier on, those are the things that every one of us would benefit from if you have insight in those topics, like how to run an effective meeting, how to deal with a crisis, how do you product development, the whole life cycle, how do you deal with a crisis. All of these things are critical life skills that you'll apply in your personal life and also in your professional life. So hopefully these skills that you acquire just by working on these courses, you'll find them beneficial for you in your personal life as well. Once we complete the courses, once we get the material from you, a lot of work will have to happen after that in terms of the PowerPoint slides and then the actual recording of the videos as well, editing. A lot of work will have to be done. But once we complete all of that and we deploy, we launch the courses, whoever worked on the courses will give you free access to the courses so you can look at the final product and enjoy, because clearly your hard work went into the design, into the structure of these courses. So we want you to benefit from the final product as well. And and the work that we've got, we just gave you a glimpse of the what kind of work we're planning for the next several years. There's a lot of work that we've got in the pipeline. So hopefully, if you're able to come up with the right team, with the best producing teams, we'll be able to work together for a really long time. Plus, we just mentioned earlier that during the process, you'll be acquiring some very critical skills that hopefully you'll be able to benefit from in your personal life as well. Okay, so this is the very end of a very quick presentation. If you have any questions, please reach out to me with the information, with my contact information that I'm providing below, and would love to hear back from you and would love to hear some proposals so how we could maybe join hands and move forward. Thank you again. Assalamu alaikum.